Hello everyone!
And welcome back to
Peach Cool!
Oh my god, 10 out of 10 presentation again. Yes.
Today... Okay, so I'm gonna be showing you like 3 of my sketchbooks, 2020 to 2024. I don't know what's funny, but this is...
Venga, coño.
So basically, I'm gonna be showing you my sketchbooks from like the quarantine. What the fuck? Basically, 3 sketchbooks, and they go from 2020 to nowadays, like 2024. And these are the old ones are basically the quarantine, like the COVID-19 sketchbooks, where I was more trying to find my style, and I'm gonna show you that till today, till my current style. But you're gonna start to see already like the first sketchbook, and we're gonna be commenting, but the person that is going to be commenting the most is David.
Yeah.
So it's really difficult to talk about your own art, at least for me. So I think it's always more interesting when a person looks at your art through years, and maybe they have something to say you're not able to see, so you end up learning about your own art, or you see things from a new perspective, because we tend to be our worst critics, at least me. So I'm always really harsh and think I have not improved at all. But Dave is going to be proposing things he see, and I'm going to...
Really different perspective.
Yes, and I'm going to be like telling my opinion about the topics he sees.
Tremendous topic.
Through my art, through the years. So first sketchbook, 2020, is the one you're seeing right now.
Yes. Very, very old sketchbook at this point, but it's only 4 years. Have this in mind. First thing, the theme. Maybe a lot of you don't know about this, but I've been there since the beginning, and I can say that Alba BG was born.
Oh my
Alba BG,
goodness.
Alba was there before, but Alba BG was born, to me at least, in your final degree project in the college.
Okay, I can see that.
Yes,
I can see that. Yes, yes.
I remember that point. In that point, she was the first saying, I'm gonna take this opportunity to find for an art style, to find for my own voice.
Yes.
And she started like...
Yes.
I remember you were a lot into Tarkovsky movies, into
Yes.
Moebius. She started to search, like, including all this mysticism stuff in the drawings.
Yes, that's
searching
true.
for... And I think this is maybe, if you see the sketchbook we're seeing right now and the actual ones, this is a constant thing. The most important thing is always there.
I will say that my theme, my interest, like fantasy, mysticism, has never changed through the years. You can see different styles, different forms, different illustrations, different media, but like the theme, I think, is always the same. I don't know if you guys agree with us.
To me, it's absolutely, but there's one point.
Okay.
Important point, like, I remember that college degree I said before, it was called Toro Blanco.
White bull.
That means white bull. After it, Alba made her first publication called White Numen, a tarot deck.
Yes.
And it was like very similar to this, maybe a lot of the drawings you are seeing right now, like very mystic, a lot of female figures in the nature, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
But to me, the crucial point of change that includes a lot of new nuances to your work was the comedy with Grok.
Yes, you know, the Born of Grok the Frog.
Born of Grok the Frog.
Yeah, it's a point.
Was to me, it introduces a lot of air in your work. And when I see the new sketchbook, you will see in the end of the video, the presence of Grok make it more complex to me and more attractive.
I think it made me like incorporate a lot of Grok universe stuff within my own personal, like you said, mystic, female-ish stuff I was doing. So I think my current style may be the merge of those two things colliding, like a more cartoon, simple character, like funny, like with humor, like Roger Frog, but on the other side, like the most serious.
Your background,
mysticism, tarot, and that kind of. So
it's because maybe
yeah.
you know, Grog is this kind of dungeony stuff. You have this very feminine background with the White Numen and all that stuff, and you mixing Grog with that results in something very special, in my opinion. It's like not the typical
thank you
masculine.
So much. Thank
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not joking. I'm 100% serious with everything. Something to add?
Yeah, I think my current style is a merge of all the things I like, and that's how I always try to feed my style. I always try to incorporate into my style things I discover or things I like since forever or things I start liking suddenly. So I always loved like dark fantasy. I always loved like tarot. I always loved like humor and chubby creatures. I always try to merge everything into one thing, and that results in, I will say, one like pillar style, and then I have like mini branches with slightly different styles within my main style. That, for example, my drawings of my outfits right now, or Grog the Frog.
That's a new thing. Yeah.
There are different like styles within my styles, but you can still see is my style. But I do like variants of.
Yes.
In the first sketchbook, you can really see how at the beginning, all the, like for example, like all the figures, like the way I build, like my style is not very defined. The forms are not like very rotund. Like you can see that I'm doubting a lot within the line art, within even the color. And you can see like this first page, and this is more similar of what I do right now, and this is the beginning. I also see improvement in the others, but I think within this one is the most extreme, maybe because we just got out of university here. Maybe because when you're very bad, you tend to improve quicker. And then when you becoming better, it's very difficult to keep improving. The improvements, like quickness, is like is more slow. Tends to be not only in drawing, but in every discipline ever.
This is very important. This is something we talk a lot about. Improvement in every field of life is not this way.
No, not at all.
It's like this.
Yes, sir.
And when you see the big picture, the line is going up. But you're gonna have like a lot of time maybe this way, and then boom! That is not regular progression. It's like peaks.
Yeah, definitely. I think this sketchbook is one of those like high peaks.
Yes.
So and you can see because it's within one sketchbook, and this is not even a year because this is all I did within COVID.
1 year maybe. Then you go and you're 3 years.
Stuck in the same.
Stacking, and then again.
Yes.
That's the way. It's
the
like
way
lifting weights. You are stacking in the same weight for a year, and
music,
then boom.
Like with music is the same.
So about the shape, I was saying that I can see through the 3 books how it's going more and more solid, because we never learned to draw properly. It's like...
No, that can be a story for another video, like how we learned actually to our
Yes, because we studied fine arts in a contemporary art school, and it was nothing about classic drawing or technical drawing. So we basically lost 4 years, and then we started to learn outside the college.
Basically.
So in the case of Alba, she was into searching for an art style, making art style investigation, and learning how to draw at the same time. And this
yes. In fact, I started to develop an art style because I thought it would be quicker to achieve a decent looking drawing without knowing how to draw very well. That was my thought, and that was why I was so invested and so worried about finding my own art style.
I mean, in my opinion, it's very important, because actually, and the point I am right now, for me, is way more important in an artist to have an interesting art style than drawing well, because there's millions of people drawing well. Even today, machines draw well, but the personal voice, the personal art style, that's something unique. A lot of artists I admire, maybe they don't even draw very well.
Yes,
but
yes,
they
yes.
have something that makes them...
It doesn't matter though.
Sorry. So about the shape language, as you said before, nowadays I see it way more rotund, way more solid. Today, with Rock the Frog especially, you started to develop like this sense of three-dimensionality.
In fact, I'm gonna picture this like real quick. Again, the first page, but this is one of the first drawings of Rock the Frog. You can even see the first, thank you, the first sticker design, and here you can see one of the first ever drawings that define Grok personality. You can see how he is built, so you can see actually the difference. Like everything is more like geometric, and even there are more some things like the swords that are like worst drawn. Like they're on purpose, like bad drawn.
Because that is what makes coherent the rock universe. Another thing is color, like to me is the field of expertise of Alba BG. It's like I admire a lot your colors, a lot of people apart me.
Thank you.
And again, in my opinion, you're getting better every day.
Oh really?
Yes, because
at color.
Yes, if I compare these books, you know, I'm colorblind.
Really?
I'm not the most expert in this stuff.
That's why.
But to me,
that's
it's like
why.
I see the colors way more clean.
Okay, so about not color theory but technique.
But
color.
it's impossible to separate these two elements. When I see your old drawings, it's like a lot of colors mixed, resulting in something a little bit dirty sometimes. Yeah, and right now you are in control of the process. This is also related with the medium, like the kind of markers you're using. Like I see how you get more comfortable with the pass of the months and the years. Do you agree?
I don't know about this one, like so much.
Are you going to say that I'm wrong?
No.
In front of our friends on YouTube? That's a shame.
Not at all. Like, I mean, I can definitely see what you see about the technique. Is true that I was very scared of traditional media in one point, because at the beginning I started to make drawings traditionally, like all of you, then switched to digital, then came back when I was trying to search for my style to traditional, to try to search like other medias, and maybe a new style will pop up from that experiment. But I was really afraid to mess everything up, and I was right, because I used to mess a lot of drawings when I came back to traditional art. But yeah, I know I've gotten better because it's just normal, because I spent more hours, so it's just normal. But it's true that with alcohol markers I have improved. At the beginning everything was like very like dirty of it, but I don't know if I have improved in terms of color composition. I don't know if the way I create palettes, or the way I like mix colors and create colors has improved or not. Like, I would like to think yes, but I don't see it.
You are the ones who are gonna say that, because I'm colorblind. I'm not an authority in this field, so you have to say it. Compare this.
You are the judges, guys. Yes. I trust you. Like, feel free.
Write in the comments. At this point,
rant about my sketchbooks. Yes. Feel free to criticize me. I will appreciate it. I do love criticism of my art, but don't, you know. Yes. I will say that in the sketchbook you'll see most like improvements and experiments with maybe traditional art is in the second one, and I will say the sketchbook where I improved the most and developed more my style was the first one, and the third one we don't know because it's nowadays, and
it's opening,
and it's still like it's not even half complete. So
the future
will, yeah, and I will be doing, of course, a sketchbook tour when I finish the third one. But summarizing everything and summarizing like all the three sketchbooks, and like I said, for me I only see improvement within the first sketchbook. Like second, I think is stuck, and in the third I see another kind of a style, but I don't see much improvement in color. I see improvement maybe in technique, like David said, but in sketchbook one. I don't know for me 2 and 3 are really closed. Like I don't see much improvement in that. But again, you're free to tell me your thoughts about it. And if and next video will be David's sketchbook tours.
Yes.
And I will be criticizing. No, joke. I will be
I don't
commenting.
care. I'm a solid rock. See you in the next video, please.
Okay.
Click on the button, like button, follow button, every button. See you.
Bye. See you guys.